If you hear the words performance management and immediately think of annual reviews, paperwork, and awkward conversations, you're not alone. But performance management is not a form. It's not a once-a-year meeting, and it's definitely not reacting to the latest complaint. Performance management is the process of creating an environment where people can perform at their best in alignment with organizational goals. It's not about catching mistakes. It's about creating clarity and support. Performance reviews are a tool, not the system. Traditional annual reviews often fail. Research from the Society for Human Resource Management has shown that only about half of HR professionals believe annual reviews accurately reflect performance. So why do they fail? Because expectations weren't clear from the start. Managers didn't observe performance consistently, and feedback was vague or personality-based. There was no follow-up coaching, and sometimes ratings are inflated just to avoid hard conversations. Now that's not leadership, that's avoidance. Companies like Adobe, Microsoft, and GE shifted towards continuous feedback models because performance management should be ongoing, not episodic. The role of the manager shifts from judge to coach. Clear expectations change everything. Performance management starts long before feedback. It starts with clear job expectations, measurable objectives, alignment to organizational goals. If the expectation is to meet monthly with direct reports, that's measurable. If the expectation is 3 days per week in the office, that's measurable. If the expectation is improving guest satisfaction or revenue, that's measurable. Performance management means evaluating against agreed upon standards, not against someone's mood or selective memory. Beyond job descriptions, leaders should develop performance standards that are strategically relevant, reliable, free from bias, clearly communicated in advance with no surprises. If expectations aren't clear, evaluation becomes opinion. Stop managing by negative feedback. Here's what performance management is not. It's not waiting for someone to complain. It's not collecting only negative comments. It's not reacting emotionally to isolated feedback. When leaders only respond to mistakes, the message becomes, your job is to never upset anyone. And that creates fear-based leadership. It discourages accountability. It rewards minimal effort. Real performance management looks at the full picture, results, behaviors, patterns over time, multiple data points, not just who's loudest. Be careful with ranking and forced curves. Some organizations use forced ranking, putting a certain percentage of employees in the bottom 10%, no matter what. Companies like Ford Motors and Microsoft abandoned those systems after morale and teamwork suffered. And here's the problem. In leadership, your goal should be helping everyone meet or exceed standards. If someone isn't meeting expectations, have you clearly communicated them? Have you provided coaching? Have you removed barriers? Have you addressed root causes? If the answer is yes, and performance still doesn't improve, then it may be a job fit issue. But eliminating people because a curve requires it, that's lazy leadership. Focus on behavior, not personality. Never evaluate traits like attitude or reliability. Evaluate behavior. Not you're unreliable, but you've been late 7 times this month. Behavior can change. Identity attacks create defensiveness. And when giving feedback, be specific. Avoid exaggeration. Don't use always or never. Focus on improvement, not blame. The goal isn't to win the conversation, the goal is better performance. Make it a dialogue. Strong performance conversations include self-evaluation, problem solving, clear next steps, development planning. There are different approaches. Tell and sell, tell and listen, problem solving, and the most effective leaders lean toward problem solving, uncovering root causes and aligning on solutions. And please, skip the feedback sandwich. It dilutes the constructive feedback. Keep it simple. The best performance management systems are clear, consistent, aligned to strategy, and actually used. If leaders only check the box, the system loses credibility. Performance management should help people understand expectations, track progress, feel valued, grow, not feel hunted. Performance management isn't about eliminating your lowest performers. It's about creating an environment where high performance is expected, supported, measured, and developed. If you want a high-performing organization, stop managing by complaint. Start managing by clarity.